I'm live. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you're at. I'm here in Arizona. It is 10 after 11, 11, 1110, and then it'll be 111. Quiet journey. Thank you so much. Well, hello, Amy. Grand rising to you. I can't wake up today. I can't wake up this morning. Hello. Robin woke up early and she had an upset stomach and went back to bed. She just now woke up again. Well, hello. Good morning. Nice to see you guys. Oh, so much going on. I should get on a Facebook Live also. Henry pulled up some wonderful pictures. I've been sharing my story. New things come up all the time. All the time. Jackie Goldman wrote this. It's a huge wake up, stolen identity. But I said, I'm not dead. There's so much new things coming out, so much for Stolen Identity 2 to come out, the death of my son. So there's just so much that needs to be shared. A lot of it, even the Quiet Journey.tv has just came out. It's been out, I believe, 11 days now, 10 or 11 days. Hello, Kelly. And there's Phoenix. Nice to see you. So nice to see you guys on here. Oh, I think we're stuck in a 5,000 subscriber bubble. I really do. You know, they got their massive supercomputers. They know how to hinder us. Bumper stickers. I received 600 bumper stickers the other day, and I mailed those all out. I do believe today I am getting some more. I sold a pennant last week, and I've been waiting to send some other stuff with that pennant that I sold. Hello, all. So nice to see you guys. Cheryl and Kathy and Lisa. Wonderful, wonderful, Amy, that you are here for me to support me. The haters are going away. I think the haters realize that they're losing when they just come on and try to bash me and discredit me. You know, I've been sharing for years my appreciation for the Hells Angels. I even said I do believe there's a picture of me with Sonny in Oakland, California, in the Hells Angels clubhouse. Henry did a little research the other day and found pictures of me with Sonny. And when I was that young, I was told I could not call people by their names. They were my brothers and sisters because they were protecting me. And if I was ever captured, kidnapped by these evil cabal members, I would talk and say, you know, Ralph Sonny Barger protected me as a child. And then they would retaliate. And none of it was any good. But I was kidnapped and used for extortion money more than once. That's how it works at the top. They use your children and use you. My mother realized that when well, thank you, Amy, for your kind words. Mary Maxwell in the book said I was the Rosetta Stone. And what is the Rosetta Stone for you people that don't know? It's the key. They found this stone, and it basically explained all the hieroglyphs and every other thing so people could read them. So my story is basically waking people up so they can hear the story, the real true story. But yeah, Henry sent me some photos of me with Sonny, the leader of the Hells Angels, way back in that picture had to be 1964. I don't know. I'm just saying. My father was unalived in 63. if you compare the photos of me in the White House when I was 3 years old and compare them to me in the picture with Sonny, and then you got the Frisco kid, um, you can see the years going on and how the Hells Angels protected me as a child. And I am exposing all of this. Um, Even to my Hollywood career, the name they gave me, Richard Steele. So if you go to my Hollywood name, Richard Steele, as a child, you go to the pictures of me with the Hells Angels as a child, and then go to me in the White House and beyond, all the way up to the age of 10, you can see how things, um, I don't know what the fuck you call it, but you can see even in that book I shared a couple months ago now. Time flies so fast. You can see how I explain how they did the switch and stole my identity so they could steal money in the early 70s. They grew our hair over our ears. And then after the switch was made, um, the fake John Kennedy, and why'd they say John? So the mafia knew he was the double. And after that, they didn't show him in Life magazine and in the spotlight and all that. They waited a few years for people to forget what I looked like. So, yeah, if you really want to wake up, you can go to me in the White House, and then Richard Steele. You can go back and see, I've always gave my respect and appreciated the Hells Angels, what they did to keep me alive, going against our government the way they did. Much love and respect always to the 81. I posted, if you're familiar with me on Facebook, TikTok will take them down because I am actually holding a firearm as a child. And TikTok will take them down. Facebook lets you put them up. So I've been sharing on my Facebook page. If you want to go to my Facebook page, my Facebook name is David Quigley. That's the name that the government gave me. They forged a birth certificate, gave me the name David Quigley. And at first, I think that was for my own protection. They were my handlers. The Quigleys were my handlers. So from the Quigleys, I went to Hollywood. Then I went with the Hells Angels. I went all around the world with all kinds of different people. But the Quigley family was my home base. It was later in the 80s that the Quigley family turned against me. And I believe it was for money, power, whatever the reasons. I don't know. We have just filed a lawsuit against the Quigley family for basically covering the story up that I am the real John Kennedy Jr. There's more lawsuits to come. And with that said, with your support and your appreciation for getting the truth out, getting justice out, these lawsuits we've been filing, we filed one in Kingman for the wrongful death of my mother, Jackie Kennedy, and this latest one for the Quigley family. Those lawsuits are just to bring media attention, mostly. They probably won't go too far, but they are about $435 for each lawsuit that we filed to get media attention. With that said, the quiet journey, right here. Like I said, I had just sent 600 of these bumper stickers, and it costs a lot of money. For every envelope I send, it costs me $1.50 to send these. So what I'm basically doing is asking you to write me with a self-addressed stamped envelope to my P.O. box and say, here's a self-addressed stamped envelope. It'll save me $1.50. Or if you want a bigger handful, send more postage. And that will save me the time, because right now I have a stack. I literally have a stack of more envelopes. I'm supposed to be getting 10,000 of these today, by what I understand. 10,000 of these today. I wish they would have been here Friday. I really do, because I would have been at Motor Mayhem, the big motorcycle rally right down the street, and I would have been able to hand out thousands of these. to get the story out, get the truth out to the world. And that's what it's all about. But yeah, if you can save me some time on writing your name, I was asking everybody to send me an email. You can still send me an email, but it would be more appreciated if you sent a self-addressed stamped envelope to John F. Kennedy, aka David Quigley, to my P.O. box. And I see a lot of wonderful lions on here. If somebody could share my P.O. box on here, it would be awesome. But yeah, a self-addressed stamped envelope would really help me in my pocketbook, and it would help me from a lot of that I'm worried about is haters asking me for bumper stickers, and it costs me $1.50. They get the bumper stickers, they throw them on the ground, and they laugh and say, "Yeah, we just hindered John Kennedy Junior from getting his truth out some more." So that would at least help us. Big thank you to the wonderful, awesome lady that purchased these so we could give them away and get them out to the world. I know it's not much. I know you Lions go way out of your way, spend a lot of hours, a lot of time making videos, sharing the story. It's so much appreciated. It's not much, but yeah, hopefully, you know, your time is going to pay off when we get justice and we are able to fix things. That's the big picture, is fixing this country, exposing these criminals within our government. They're not acknowledging the biggest story of the century, me right here, the real John Kennedy Jr. They're not exposing the real JFK files that I know right here. They're not telling you the story. Yeah, I was protected by the Hells Angels because our government is so freaking corrupt. They were trying to kill John Kennedy Jr., and the Hells Angels were dying trying to protect me. They won't tell you any of that. They won't tell you they unalived my family members and used identity theft to steal billions of dollars. These people in government won't tell you that because why? First of all, it's a disgrace, and it is a disgrace to the United States of America. My story is a disgrace to each and every one of you in the media that has heard my truth, my story. To you people that have heard my truth in the Senate and in Congress, you congressmen, you senators that are not sharing the truth about what really happened. You people that aren't, sharing the real DNA, that people are harassing me over DNA. And I'm like, I've taken 6 tests so far. The lab won't release the test. The government won't release my DNA. They won't release my mother's DNA or my father's DNA to me. Why? Because the whole story is a disgrace to all of them that hold the story back. We're exposing them. These help big time. These right here help big time in saying, hey, look at how fucking dirty our government is when they won't even acknowledge the real son of our former president that was assassinated and what they've done to him his whole entire life and what they're doing right now. I've been sharing my story for years, hundreds of emails sent to everyone. Mary Maxwell and I'm sure a lot of the Lions have been sharing my books to these people with no reply, no response whatsoever. We must take action. We, the people, must individually be the Paul Reveres. Robin, can you hit the cartoon button and click my cartoons off? They're just distracting me. I just want to watch my cartoons. So bad. I love cartoons. Why? Because there's no bullshit, no Hollywood involved. Hollywood is so evil and corrupt with what they do. They really are. They're actors. I was always a good director too. I was always a good songwriter also. And most of the songs I wrote were to help others. I have always had a heart to help others. There's songs you hear on the radio that I helped write straight up, not trying to pull your leg, not trying to give you bullshit. I considered myself as an artist. I always have. Then again, I was taught by so many, many great artists. Mary Maxwell wrote a song, and she emailed it to me. And I got to put some, she's got the music that goes to this. Here's just a little bit of it towards the end. But she actually wants to publish this song. She wants to get somebody to sing this song. And it's about me. The Quiet Journeys on TV. It shows my motorbike and I. Mary Maxwell called me the Rosetta Stone, which set me up to the sky. If these books were at the checkout counter, folks would think they're swell. So who's keeping it secret? Well, you all know damn well. Yeah, that's just part of it. I don't want to act stupid reading it all because I don't know the words that go to it. We'll just put dirty deeds to it. A dirty deeds, a done the cheap. Dirty deeds and done. I love that song. Yeah. She sent me the info. I just not have had time. Somebody sent me, I want to throw this in here too. People send me things, and I love when they send me things. I love the gifts. The gifts that you send me that you probably had in your attic or your parents have had or your grandparents have had of the Kennedy memorabilia and things. People send me things. I plan on putting them in the John Kennedy Junior Healing Center. I really, really do. I want to make some display cases. You know, they got the John Kennedy Museum, and now they have two of Mary Maxwell and I's book, The Historian's Tale. So they cannot say they don't know the story. Basically, I was kidnapped and replaced, and everything was stolen. They have made millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars just in merchandise off the Kennedy name. I have never received any such profit for anything. I have not received anything that was my mother or my father's or my family's anything. They stole it all, everything. And with that said, they stole it all with the help of Donald Trump at Trump Tower and Sotheby's auction. No internet story, no makeup, make believe. There's records that Sotheby's sold these things for millions and millions of dollars at Trump Tower, people. The cabal. Larry King interviewed John. He exposed him. What if your name was David? Larry King did that right on his show. He exposed the fake. They knew, the cabal know who I am. But then Larry King had some ladies on with pictures of all the merchandise of what they stole from my loved ones and how they were selling it at Sotheby's auction house. Not make-believe, not made up off the internet. These are hardcore facts that I'm sharing with you. The theft of millions and millions of dollars right in your face. No make-believe. But anyway, I get some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. A wonderful new friend of mine, a man that believes my story, came to visit me. His father was a general. He gave me this. Beautiful. Beautiful. He gave me this. This was his father's. His father was a general. It says, success is a journey, not a destination. We're all on a journey, people. We all need to shoot for success. Wonderful things like this will go in the Healing Center, our little display cases that we plan to put in there, and hopefully people all around the world will stop there. People all around the world will bring things. We'll have the walls covered in Kennedy memorabilia because there is literally thousands and thousands of items out there, from records to books to you name it, it's out there. Ashtrays, and there's just so much that I would love to display of my family with the real Kennedy files, the real stories that are released. And people send me a lot of gifts. I would like to display and share those gifts. This is one. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not a book reader. I'm more of a picture looker. My book, Stolen Identity, I can tell you right now, I've never read the whole thing. Straight up. I'm not going to lie to you. My book, Stolen Identity, I read some and I was in tears. I've lived the story. I know the story, what's in that book. I came back the next day. I read a little more. I got teared up again. I came back the next day, started on another chapter. I got teared up again. Finally, I just said, Jackie, it's good. I read it. I even told Mary Maxwell I didn't read Stolen Identity. Well, she said I should have. I love Mary Maxwell with all my heart. She's awesome. Mary Maxwell wrote the book, The Historian's Tale. I can tell you right now, I never read that one either. And I never did. I know what's in it. Robin read part of it to me. I get too emotional and everything else reading this stuff. I mean, that's no excuse for not reading these, but these were sent to me. I have not even opened the package. These are from Rebecca Roth. It looks like a series of, let's see, mythical, yeah, illusion and deception, conclusion, exposure, and agenda. But anyway, I'll get some time, maybe sometime, and open this and browse through them, but I haven't yet. But just thank you so much for sending these to me. I will get to them sometime. My life goes by so fast as it is. It's already Monday. It seemed like yesterday was Monday, and the day before that was Monday. Just like I say, with Fridays coming along so fast for the weekend. I see beautiful lions in here. I see Maggie and Mojo and Lanny and Henry just popped in. My brother Henry, I love him. He is a digger. He digs. He found those photos of me with Ralph Sonny Barger, the president of the Hells Angels. I believe Sonny passed away a couple years ago. Here's the deal with me and Sonny. Sonny trained me as a child, and they would not expose my story to this very day. So I was kind of like Sonny's secret protector from getting in trouble. I was in the background. We didn't advertise. I was a full-patched Hell's Angel. It wasn't the one you see of me at 4 years old or 5 years old in the photo of me, but I was a full-patched member. Maybe I was back then to them because I was their Rosetta Stone. They had the real John Fitzgerald Kennedy Junior, and they were teaching me. They were protecting me. They were showing me how to do things like work on carburetors and set the firing order on a Ford versus a Chevy and things like that. They were teaching me, and they were teaching me more things too. A lot of soldier type of things. But yeah, I got my schooling in with them. And yeah, anyway, those pictures are of me. Once you see a picture, it kind of starts clicking your memory and brings back a lot of memories. Pictures bring back a lot of serious memories that you forget of when you were a child and the things you did. I was not allowed to remember their names back then. I really wasn't. Like I've said, there was a phone in the clubhouse. And next to that phone, there was a sign that said, remember what you say on this phone, others are listening to you. So I was not, when somebody came in, I was not allowed to say, hey, Bruce, or hey, Doug, or Terry, or Larry, or Skinny, or Stinky, or whatever. I wasn't allowed to use their name. So I just have to say, hey, how you doing today? Or hey, dude, or, brother. We weren't allowed to use names, so I forgot a lot of those names. Yeah, I was actually talking with someone last night, and out of the kindness of their heart, they want to gift me a motorhome. They say, John, please don't sell your house to trade it or buy a motorhome. This house that we're working on so hard to fix it up. They're like, please don't. I'll gift you this motorhome. It does need a few things. It needs, it's been sitting in her front yard for a few years, so it needs tires and a battery and probably the carburetor cleaned out and the fuel tank, I'm guessing. So it's going to take a couple $1,000, but it's a very beautiful, well taken care of, older motorhome that her husband was working on. And she wants to gift me that so we can go fix it all up, so we can take our ride to Arlington, Virginia to make world freaking news. And that would be awesome. I just want to say that hasn't happened yet, but it was thrown at me last night. What a beautiful, beautiful gesture that is. And yeah, it would be wonderful. We could load up a couple people and the dog and take off to make world news, to get the story out to the world. So anyway, I just want to say, I don't want to mention any names because I hate mention people's names that give me things. And we still have a lot of haters out there. We really, really do. And yeah, but thank you. I'm not even sure if she follows me on YouTube or not. I know she follows me. But what a wonderful, wonderful gesture. Gifting John Kennedy Junior a motorhome would be swell. It really would. And we could fix that thing up and make world news. But all love to you, Lions. I appreciate you sharing, all of you. We're manifesting that trip cross country to make world news, to stop at the Kennedy Library, to make world news, to stop at my father's grave. We want to stop in Dallas, where my father was murdered. By people within our very own government. People within our very own government using MK Ultra. Yes, MK Ultra is a huge tool of war. It really, really is. You can get somebody to commit acts of murder and then they won't even remember they did it. So if they don't remember they did it, how can they share? It's a perfect weapon because people love to talk. They have to talk. They have to share their story. They somebody comes and commits a murder, they get so built up and they have to spill their guts. Well, under MK Ultra, you never even knew you did what you did to spill your guts. I know. I consider myself an expert on MK Ultra just because I was the victim in it for so long, and I'm still not an expert. I really am. I consider myself, but there's so much I don't know about it that I've been learning over and over and over again. Anyway, Mojo, thank you so much. Mojo just posted, or I should say, Laughter and Love. Maybe that's Brenda. I don't know. I get these names confused. Mojo. Love and Laughter's Brenda?
Mojo.
Oh, that is Mojo. Brenda's who? Brenda's like on account 34 on, yeah. Anyway, I'll love you guys, whoever you are. Thank you, Laughter and Love, for sharing my post office box. If you want some bumper stickers and you want to save me some time, save me a few bucks, and help that these don't just get thrown in the trash when you get them. Self-addressed, stamped envelope, please. And when it comes to my P.O. box, I can just stick some stickers in and mail it right back to you. And it'll save me a bunch of time. It'll save me a bunch of money. And money is very hard to come by these days. It really, really is. But yeah, it really is. And with that said, I want some Quiet Journey sleeveless shirts. I got me and Robin both a Quiet Journey t-shirt the other day. We actually purchased off the site where you get them, and that is thequietjourney.tv. And I wanted to cut sleeves off of it this morning because all my sleeves, all my shirts get the sleeves cut off. And I was thinking, no, then me and Robin couldn't be twinsies unless she cut her sleeves off too. Hey, Robin, what if I cut the sleeves off your shirt? We could still be twinsies.
No.
Yeah, that's a big no.
Mary don't like it in here.
Huh?
Mary don't like you wearing sleeveless.
She doesn't. You gotta love Mary. Here's the thing, and I don't sugarcoat anything. Hey, baby.
Bubba.
You want to come say hi? Can I have a cigarette, Robin, please? Come here. Oh, that hurt. Come here. No, come up here. Come up here.
Kitty's all Halloween there.
Oh, come here. Oh, no, come up here. Say hi. Look at that beautiful dog. Man, let him out, please.
Okay, go, come on.
Oh,
You can go.
he's hyper. He's getting some loving, so he got all excited. That is Bubba. That is Bubba that I got from the doggy pound. And, oh, Lord. Me and Robin went out, and he tore the house up. He tore the door all the way. He ate the styrofoam that was all in. He shredded the wood. But anyway, I replaced it the other day. And so far, so good. I needed new doors anyway. Bubba.
He's wound up.
Let him run outside.
He's
Anyway. I get a lot of comments. About how I dress, what I look like, how I speak. And I just want to say, my father was one of the greatest presidents, if not the greatest president we have ever had. My father was a great man. I'm his son. I am not my father. I could never hold a candle to what my father achieved in this world. They assassinated my father. I'm not my father. Straight up. I will wear a suit. I would rather be a military uniform. It really would. But I wear the clothes I feel comfortable in and cut off sleeves. You know, a lot of people want me sitting here with a suit and a tie. They really do. Because my father had that image. Well, I got my own image. I could never, like I said, compare to my father whatsoever. If I did, I had some really, really big shoes to fill. And I could never do that. I never could. I can try, but I just want to be me and not my father. So I dress the way I dress. I feel comfortable dressing. I'm a biker. I'm old school. I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy biker. I don't know what you want to call it, but I would love to have a ranch. I love the idea of having cattle and pigs and chickens and dogs running on a farm and that kind of thing. All those dreams have been stolen so far from me this far anyway. But yeah, I respect your comments when you say, hey, put on a nice shirt, maybe wear a tie, get a haircut. I did cut my hair because my hair was really, really long and it was just hot anyway and always in the way. So I had shaved my head. I cut my own hair for years and years and years being a truck driver. I had the little electric shears and I would just shear my hair. But I liked long hair. When I was young, I grew my hair really long as a teenager. And up to a couple of years ago, I had long hair also. But anyway, that's me. I do respect with, like Mary saying, oh, I need to wear this shirt or a nicer shirt or don't do this or that. That's just me. I'm comfortable this way. Not that if you invited me to your wedding, I would put on a suit. You Lions invited me over for dinner, I'd get dressed up or things like that. I really, really would because I love you guys. And yeah. Where am I? I'm rambling again, people. So anyway, I got a busy day. I'm hoping the mailman gets here early so I can get all these bumper stickers out to you Lions that have emailed me your address. Some people have already got the ones I sent out the other day, but I'm all out and I want to mail some stuff today. I really do. So I hope they get here. And I just want to thank you all. Keep sharing, people. Keep sharing. To get the story out, I'm going to bring up my Facebook here. Oh, Mojo just shared this. That's a picture of me. That's a picture of me. It's a little video. Anyway, we'll get it from the start. But anyway, I want to show you my Facebook account. So you can, let's watch that again. So you can join me on Facebook. I share a lot on Facebook. Facebook is growing. It was hindered really, really bad. We're hindered here on YouTube as well. That is a picture of me. I'm wearing a 1% jacket vest, I mean, and I do have a Hells Angels Oakland patch on the back in another picture. The Quiet Journey. That's me as an old fucker right there. So she put me as a kid and me as an old fucker. You know, they were training me. A lot of people thought I was just full of shit when I said I was protected by the Hells Angels, that I was trained and learned lessons by the Hells Angels. Well, if you compare that picture to any of them, Richard Steele or me in the White House at the age of 3, I'm just looking at that picture. I would believe I'm 4 or 5. I don't know. But yeah, please join me on Facebook. I share a lot of little things, and there's a lot of lines like Mojo just shared that on Facebook. This is me on Facebook. So if you go to your Facebook account, search me up, follow me on Facebook, send me a friends request on Facebook. I delete all these fake accounts that were thrown at me on Facebook, and it lets me add new followers. So please get hip with the program and some real truth right there on Facebook at David Quigley. If you look at that, there's so many fake accounts that pop up all over me. The real ones get taken down, but the fake ones stay up. But that is the real account of me on Facebook. And if you message me on Messenger, I tried to get to it, but I get thousands of messages on there. I really do. My email is one good way to get a hold of me. But yeah. So once again, this right here, they got us in a bubble, people. They don't want this story out. I want this story to go viral. I want this story to go world. And that's not just because it's about me. It's because it's about what this story can do, the effects of it when it gets out to the world. It's a huge truth. It's a slap in the face to a lot of people, and they keep us in a bubble. They don't want it out to the world. We want it out to the world. So hit me up for some bumper stickers, and let's get it out to the world. It was a wonderful idea with the lady that came up with that idea. Huh. Yeah, they love hiding the truth from you guys. They really, really do. Old school, people. Please hit me up for some free Quiet Journey TV bumper stickers, and we'll go old school and get the story out, the truth out to so many that deserve to hear it. You know, I feel like Paul Revere that's riding to try to save America. You know, the son of our former assassinated president trying to get his truth out to the world on his horse. And all these motherfuckers keep throwing rocks at me, knocking me off my horse all the time. And I got to get back up. And then I get people wanting to help me share the story, and they get knocked off their fucking horse too. So let's all get on our horses. Let's go old school. Let's ride, and let's get the job done. Thank you so much, Lions. Thank you so much for all your support, your love, and you all have a great week. It's the start of a wonderful week. It's God's week. Somebody said, matter of fact, the man that did this short movie of me, The Quiet Journey, and dedicated his time and energy and money to putting it out there, said, we're on God's time. We are on God's time. So Lions, let's get with God and let's say, God, let's get this story out. All love, Lions. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. God bless.